So I believe where I left it off was basically needing to upgrade my templates with these new level 3 shields. I won't be upgrading my fleet, of course, since I'm going to be engaging in combat when I become the Machine Empire. But all of my new robot Machine Empire fleet should be using these templates, so it's definitely well worth upgrading. I didn't bother upgrading the more civilian type ships since yeah, it's not that important with those. Don't intend to get them in combat anyway. So I've done a number of things as well since where I left it off. I've upgraded the new fortresses to that new design. There's about 90 odd minerals each. I think I only got a couple now. There was an outpost which I'd been forgetting to disband for ages. I've disbanded that now. It should be removed in a second. And my borders might change a little bit. I've got some constructors into action. I'm actually going to start to pick up some of these really poor mineral sources. It's probably worthwhile now since I have so much in energy. And I've moved some scientists around. I'm going to get scientists to come and survey that and then go back and assist research. I've also moved the scientists from assisting research on Terrell to go and get that debris, and there's one surveying over here still. I've also got this ship to do a bit more exploration. Let's go and have a look down there. What else have I done? Yeah, I've also taken off some of my hotkey sectors because they were basically all finished, all upgraded as much as I intend to do at the moment. So yeah, I've added on a couple of new ones which probably need a tiny bit of work. And I've also made a pretty big decision as well when it comes to the synthetics. So I've created a new design, the CPU Savant. Its role is going to be research, and I've had a look on Stellaris Wiki and had a bit of a think about what I'm going to be needing most when I become the Machine Empire. The synthetics are actually the best at research in the game and Unity, so that's really what I should be focusing on, I think. So yeah, this one's just focusing completely on research, and I'm actually going to change these over to the Savant model. They are pretty nice, but if I become an assimilator, which is not definite, I will have my biologicals working on minerals, which biologicals are best at, that and foods, and they're about the same at energy with the Savant. I can have the Pilosapiens doing energy and science if I don't have enough of those, and these can be industry for the time being, but there is actually a number of syncretic species throughout the map. There's some here, so I could conquer them relatively soon after becoming a Machine Empire, hopefully, but yeah, we'll see. Right, I think that's enough talking. Let's get going again. Oh,
Anomaly found.
Yeah, you can see there that's how long it's going to take, which is a bit longer than I would hope it to be honest. Hopefully that gets done before we can a Machine Empire. If it doesn't, then I'm not sure what will happen. It probably just won't upgrade, but we'll see. So it's about 3 years. We've had 3 events, I think it is, but one of them had a follow-up.
Anomaly found.
Yeah, let's do that. Oh, I also exchanged some energy for minerals with one of the traders. I couldn't do it with the that empire. They weren't willing to do it. Right, spaceports. Right, let's keep on upgrading spaceports then. Yeah, it's unclear how much big my fleet is going to be. Not sure if I mentioned it recently, but it's 100% for exterminators, but I'm not sure if it's 100% of the half empire you get or 100% of the old empire, the fleet that you start with. That's just for exterminators. The other 2 Machine Empires are 60%, and you can't become the servitors, I think it is, the pampering type robots, because yeah, this is a violent takeover rather than voluntary. Right, so out of these options, habitability might not be useful coming up, so foods, slave, edict cost, there's not very good stuff here, frankly. Let's pick up that next. I might want to switch over my materialist today in a second, because I believe I have got one. So what tech did I just pick up? I'm forgetting ship upkeep. Okay, that'd be good. So I should have got a bit more. Well, my fleet isn't exactly big at the moment, though. Right. Arguably, I shouldn't be making any modules, since a lot of my spaceports I'm arguably going to be destroying later on. I probably won't need to destroy everything. Yeah, I need to get a 50 war score, basically, and I imagine I would need to take 3-4
Blocker cleared.
systems
Nature
at
will
least.
not stand in the way of progress.
And hopefully that would be enough. Assume as long as you get into the positive amount, make an offer, then yeah, you can win the war, but we'll see. Unsolicited mapping. Intercepting the distress signal, the CPU Macsen sends a probe down to the volatile surface of Irim 1. It seems an unregistered freighter recently crashed on the planet. Whatever it was carrying has been reduced to an ashen sludge. But some data from the navigation computer can be recovered and survey data for the system reconstructed. Make it so. Okay. Looks like someone just got peace. Right, the Ruxo just took a ton of planets off this empire. Perhaps too many, frankly. The Furpy, I think they changed the name of the nation actually at some point. Gulf Rep Nation they are. Yeah, they've just lost a lot of planets. Okay. At the moment I want more wars going on, as long as I'm not involved arguably, and arguably the machines aren't involved, but
Construction project concluded.
Governor just gained a trait. Mining station was done. New skill for one of my governors. Is it? Ooh, I got 2 of those now, and that's probably the, yeah, my most preferred governor. Why is the admiral available? Didn't I stick him on you? Okay. What could I be doing with this as well? I destroyed a fleet over there. I could be coming down here. Maybe when yeah, I'll have to think about it. Actually, with this, what I might do is stick it, move it towards my capital, because they don't have a spaceport there. With my machine fleet, when it's formed, I'll just rush towards the capital to try and take it and destroy the fleet. So I think I'm gonna do. Right, let's get some more minerals. Certainly have the energy.
Construction project concluded.
That's surveyed. I think I'll let someone else do the anomaly over there, since this guy is much better for surveying. Unemployment, couple people. Do I have a tile? Right. Let's stick that there. I decided to stick yeah, I made a few more of those as well, because I want about the same as I have colonies with those ones. Up to 22. Right.
Construction project concluded.
Such station is done. Let's go and make some get some minerals up. Okay. Where should I make a colony ship next then? Probably want to replace that outpost, so yeah, let's make something near to that. Right. Can I? Oh, we don't have spaceport there, no, so I can't. Keep in. Has that got the space? Yes, it has. Right. Let's make. What sets are these? Make one of those, I think. Right, so we colonize over there.
Construction project concluded.
Right. couple of worlds over there.
System survey
Could
concluded.
remove the outpost if I colonize them. Maybe I might do that next, or I want something to conjoin to a sector. Right.
Shipwreck studied. Fascinating.
Okay. Right, that is done. Let's go and get this anomaly over here then. So this is the Imperium. Okay.
Construction project concluded.
Right, what's that? Mining station. Okay. Let's go and grab those.
Construction project
Yeah,
concluded.
so at the moment, I kind of want to
Construction
finish
project concluded.
those savants, synths, and then basically I'd be happy if the rebellion happened straight away after that, pretty much. Think I'm basically ready. Yeah, I think I'll wait until 2290 before using any console codes. Hopefully I won't have to. But yeah, the kind of at a certain point, the longer I'm being delayed, the less I can do. I mean, I've almost upgraded all my spaceports. I could keep on colonizing, but there's a limit to that. Right, here we go. So I've got a machine event yet again. Computational overclocking. Our scientists report a recent unexpected rise in the CPU clock cycles in several of our research-dedicated supercomputer clusters. Oddly enough, initial attempts at reducing clock frequency in affected units have proven unsuccessful. It has been posited that the spike in computational power could be used to improve our research capabilities. However, this would also necessitate a modest increase to CPU energy requirements. So there's two options. I can return the clock speeds or take advantage of it. So that's extra research speed at the cost of energy credits. Right, I definitely want to make sure I'm picking the right one, so I'm going to take a brief minute out to have a look in the event file. Okay, if I understand the event correctly, both of these will result in an uprising check. If I do this one, and basically there's a follow-up though, in 150 days. And yeah, something goes wrong. I won't spoil it for you. Yeah, I think I'm gonna do that one then, actually. Rather than, yeah, do that. Let's see what happens on the follow-up. Might be worthwhile me having an extra 150 days to do that. Okay, so we cannot risk a hardware malfunction. Right. So, what's that? About 5 months' time we get something. So as long as I don't have the uprising in 5 months, I might be able to complete this, I'm thinking. Right, traditions. Yeah, I'm not going to complete supremacy. It was a bad decision picking supremacy, actually. Well, maybe the opener was fine, and that one, but yeah, that was a bad idea. It's going to make it harder for me to conquer them. We need diplomacy to get some extra influence, so I'm going to take that. It really doesn't matter about picking loads of these at the moment to increase the cost, really, because we're not going to be this empire for very long. Yeah, and in hindsight, I would have picked research instead of that if I didn't known certain things at the time, which I didn't in the first parts of the Let's Play. Yeah, I didn't quite know for a lot of it how the rebellion would trigger. Well, not how it would trigger, but what would happen after it had triggered. So let's keep on getting that, and I'll go grab some more minerals over there. Okay.
System survey concluded.
Right. Excellent. Oh, colony was done. Let's go and colonize here then. So arguably there's less point in colonizing coming up, since I really think this Machine Uprising is going to happen reasonably soon now. Okay. Actually looks as if I've started to nick some territory off these guys. I think I might stick an outpost there at some stage in hope of nicking that so I can get over to here.
Initial colonization phase complete.
Okay, Callum is done. Let's make that there. Right, let's build some robots then. Let's get one of those. One of those. And another one of those. Actually want more there. And what can I turn over to a sector? Is that self-sufficient, this place? Yeah, it is. I'm actually going to create a new sector then with that. So plants and sectors, create new sectors. We'll add that. Let's close that. I don't think I'll bother giving it a governor. Right, that's fine. I changed it to balanced as well. I got a feeling it might not be, yeah, on one planet, I think, well, some of my minerals have been tiled over with energy. And I did have the energy on, but I also had respect tile resources on, so I was, yeah, a bit worried about that, so that's why I've turned it over to balance. Hopefully I was just mistaken and it's not rebuilding over my tiles. It shouldn't be, but it looked like it was. Okay. Alien mural. Translate
Situation
mural.
log updated.
Let's do just that then. Okay. Which was the new one? That. Okay. Let's build one of those. And the I won't build savants yet, actually. I'm gonna hope this one completes, then I'll start making. Don't really want 5 types, just 4 is enough. Okay.
Construction project
So I should be
concluded.
getting a follow-up event pretty soon. If I understood the event correctly.
Initial colonization phase commencing.
Okay. Has it gone past 5 months yet? I don't know. Right. Let's go and grab stuff there. Right, what went on there then? Must have made it already. Okay.
Construction project concluded. Construction project concluded.
Right.
System survey concluded.
Survey's done.
Special project concluded.
Right, where's that to? Very good science. I'll have to get constructed there shortly. I was pretty sure I read that event correctly and it hasn't fired again, so right, unemployed can go wherever. I'm not really paying much attention to these at the moment.
Tile blocker cleared.
Okay. Right, that one. Let's stick that there. Where is this to? Right, I can go back to system research. Okay. Surprisingly, I'm not bottom on here. They're weak all of a sudden as well. I thought they were up here quite a bit. Must have taken some losses in the war. Okay. Yeah, they're going to be a target for me coming up when I'm the Machine Empire.
Construction project concluded.
Okay, station. Should I be getting a colony ship out? I've got a feeling I should be, really. So, where to? Let's colonize... where? There, perhaps? Let's get... colony ship made. There, then. Okay.
Construction project concluded.
Right. Yeah, I'm not really sure what to do with this uprising, because on one hand it would be nice to see all of the events, but on the other hand, the longer it's delayed, then yeah, it's in my interest to become the Machine Empire pretty soon. The group of investigators have found a hidden factory on Liz Prime. The building in its state of decay tells of an old civilization, one that excelled at constructing things that stood the test of time. A population would easily be able to use the facility to add to the colony's production output. Now, this isn't a machine event. Okay. Stick that there. Right.
Construction project concluded.
Mine station.
Construction project concluded.
Okay. My force limit has got up to crazy levels, so my fleet should be pretty damn big no matter which Machine Empire I become. I mean, I could have 20k plus. Depends. And that's enough to be a threat to the other empires.
Construction project
definitely.
concluded.
Minus station. Okay.
A declaration of war has been announced.
Not me, luckily. Okay, that's not great, to be honest. Those two being at war, they seem to have attacked those guys. Now I believe, yeah, the other Machine Empires got involved in on that as well. Now I kind of want both of these to remain strong because I want to become a part of that federation more than likely later on. If they're weak, it's probably in my interest to become a normal machine empire, because the normal machine empire could probably get along with the biologicals, the other two types. The exterminator type definitely wouldn't be able to, and the simulators have a -100 relation, so
Anomaly found.
you might as well do that. Yeah, it doesn't look like we had this follow-up, so don't know why. I thought it said 100. I'm pretty sure I had the right event. It was event Sindor.505, I think it was. Right, is that a completely different one or a follow-up? Got a feeling it's a different one. Automated work processes. Planetary administration on Capek Prime has reported that an unplanned surplus of robotic workforce units have been located planet-side. Though the efficiency of these new robotic workers is exceptional, administration is somewhat baffled by this sudden appearance. It seems the robot serial numbers cannot be traced to any known manufacturers on record, though their construction and interfacing does suggest Pilosapien design. Nonetheless, some of the local populace have expressed concerns over potential job displacement due to the increase in automation. So there's an option for additional labours never hurt anyone, getting 2 robots on Capek Prime, and we get a -2 happiness. Or we can have, if they cannot be identified, have them scrapped. Right, I'm going to take another minute out just to have a look at this event then. Okay, so I've checked out the event file for this one. I also had a look at the event file for the last event, and I actually picked the wrong option for the 150 days one. Basically that was in the second part of the event. If I'd picked the other option, there's a delay then for 150 days. Yeah, I don't think it really matters. Both of them resulted in an uprising check, which is what I need to try and do to create the uprising. Don't think this one particularly matters either. I think there's definitely an uprising check for this one. I think there is for this one. I'm going to do that one. Let's have them scrapped. Okay. I'm hoping now I complete that before the uprising happens. There should be, well, there's another event coming. What's that? 5 events? Each event we get increases the likelihood of the uprising, and I think gives an uprising check. So yeah, we're definitely getting there, put it that way. Let's come down and do that. At the moment I'm inclined not to use console code. I think I'll just do it naturally. I don't think it's going to take forever. I've had 5 events. I won't have that many left, and hopefully one of them triggers.
Receiving transmission.
Uprising itself, it should do. Okay, so these guys want a research agreement. We're actually on okay terms with me these days. 989 they have. I'm ahead. I don't think it's in my interest to give them a research agreement. They're a very powerful empire. 22 planets. Making them stronger is not going to be a great idea. So let's decline that. Unusual tectonics, normal events. Wow. Extra science somewhere. Clam 6. Supposedly. Over there. Right, let's get constructor over in a minute. Okay. Colony ship was done. Guess I'll colonize this one. Best energy tile. There isn't one. Stick that there for the time being. Okay. Right, my mineral surplus is getting pretty big. I should really be doing something with it. Okay. Scientist died. I better hire a new one, I guess. So, Sapient AI Assistant, haven't seen that before. Research speed, survey speed, anomaly speed. Yeah, why not? Pick that up. Stick them there. Okay. Actually, let's stick them here. Speed that up a bit. Should have done this before. Yeah, I've got a materialist scientist somewhere as well. Where are they? Let's stick them here. Okay. Right. I guess colonize soon. 5 months away from now.
Construction project concluded.
Right, research station is done. Let's go and grab research down here then. Right, Empire's looking pretty big. Only going to get half of it back though immediately, but yeah, we'll conquer it all back.
Construction project
Hopefully.
concluded.
Coming up. Pop on Mythar. Let's clear that. And that's there.
System survey concluded without incident.
Okay. Let's keep on surveying then. Doesn't look like it's an awful lot over. Let's survey actually.
Construction project concluded.
Okay, mine station. An odd factor. No reports of any problems being issued from the odd factor on Lich Prime. It seems like the colony will maintain projected production estimates. Okay.
Special project concluded.
That'll be the end to that event though. And the savants have been upgraded in time. Excellent. Okay, so let's have a look at this now. So, where are those two? They're going to be deleted. Naught to naught, it should be in a second. So we've got 40 scientist types, and we've got lots of those. Right. So I want to make a lot of those savants now. One for each science tile on a planet, preferably, and I've got a lot of minerals. So I think I'm going to take a minute out to, yeah, splurge a ton of this. So I've spent a ton of my minerals that I just had on some new Savant synths on all of my worlds here and some of the sectors. Basically one for every science tile and one extra for a special build that I may or may not have with certain machine empires. And I've also found out that there's a really good deal possible here. These guys are on much better terms recently. So they will give me a lot of minerals for energy, and I think that's definitely worthwhile doing. So I'm going to confirm that, and hopefully he will accept that coming up, and I'll have
Construction project
more
concluded.
to spend on robots and whatnot coming up. Stations. Okay, so let's keep on building these. Right, that colony is about to get done.
Initial colonization phase complete.
Excellent. I'm going to have to hand over something to a sector coming up. Okay. Right, I think I'll take a minute out to figure that out, and I'll, yeah, spend some more of these minerals. So the planets I've added to a sector is Kibin Prime, and as you can see, I'm making one heck of a lot of synthetics on here. There's just no point in, well, I'm going to lose the capitals when I become the Machine Empire, and I'll have to remake them, so that's why I'm not upgrading them, and since I'm not upgrading them, I can't make the decent buildings. So that's why I'm not really investing in that area if I haven't mentioned it. But yeah, that's the current state with a lot of my newly colonized planets. I've actually run out of energy, surprisingly. Recently I've been clearing a ton of tile blockers. I won't have the tile blocker ascension perk when I become the Machine Empire, so it's probably a good idea to clear them now, since I'm not sure if I'm gonna retain on to the techs or not, the tile clearing ones. It's possible I will, even though I never researched them. I got them free because of the ascension perk, of course. I'm not sure if it will distinguish between that fact later on, so I may retain on to them, but I don't know, actually. We'll see soon enough. So in terms of artificial life forms, they are really now getting up in numbers and becoming a majority, which is fine because synths are absolutely amazing.
Tile
Just
blocker
need
cleared.
more of these events now, really. Okay. Speaking of, station systems malfunction.
Settlement procedure initiated.